Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about C-section recovery must-haves. If you're new to my channel, I just had my second baby through C-section, and I'm here to tell you some of the products and items that really helped with my recovery process. These items might also help with your recovery process if you're having a C-section or if you just had a C-section. So the first on my list is a belly binder. This is my number one C-section recovery must-have, and that's because after your C-section, or even if you had a normal like vaginal delivery, after your delivery, basically your belly will be loose, it will be flabby, it will be jiggling, things will be moving and you don't want that because it's actually a weird feeling. So you definitely need a belly binder to kind of hold your belly in place and to support your belly as well. So I was given a belly binder in the hospital after my C-section. I wore it from day one up to I think 1 week or so. It was really good. It helped to support my belly and it didn't put any pressure at all on the incision site. But I started wearing this one that I got from Amazon from the second week. Yeah, so I got this one from Amazon, which I started wearing from week 2. Nobody said you should start wearing this from day 1. So this has 3 parts. I think I should show you guys how to wear this. So one thing I love about this belly binder is that it has 3 parts to cover all the parts of your belly that needs to be covered. I'm actually wearing my other waist train at the moment. Let me not choke myself the way I'm trying to show you guys. So this is it. You wrap it around your belly like this. You can make it as tight as you want or as loose as you want. Just make sure you are comfortable. I hope you guys can see that. So this other part goes on the lower part of your belly, which is where you actually need more compression. And then the last part goes on the upper part. See, this is very stretchy. You can, if you want to suffocate yourself in it, you can do that. But please don't. Yeah, so this is it. Can you guys see? So it covers your entire belly, including the midsection, the lower part of your belly where you need that compression the most, and of course the upper side. So apart from the fact that this helps to compress your belly, it also supports your back, helps you to walk upright without bending over. So definitely get yourself a belly binder because you are going to need it. So the next item on my list is some type of compression garment or compression underwear. You need this as well even if you had a vaginal delivery, because like I said, it's actually a very weird feeling for your tummy to be flabby, jiggly, and moving around when you are moving around as well. So you really need this. I'll put a picture of the one I have, which I got from Kmart, and I really love this one because it comes all the way up to my navel area and it gives me that support and compression that I need without having my belly flabby and moving all over the place. The first I wore this thing, it felt so good. I felt so snatched. I was feeling like one figure 8. I would suggest you size up on this, or maybe just stick to your normal size because you need it to be as tight as possible so that it can compress your tummy. But don't suffocate yourself, shall. So if you had a C-section or you're having a C-section or you've just had a vaginal delivery, I think you should get one of these because you are definitely going to need it. Next one is a high-rise underwear. Yes, they made it to the list. You need a very good high-rise underwears or pants, and that's because the C-section site, the place they make the incision, it's where your bikini line is. So if you were to wear a bikini or low-rise pants or underwear, it will most likely sit directly on top of your C-section site, and that will be very uncomfortable. That will be very painful, and I guess, and that will put a lot of pressure on the incision site. And you don't want that to happen because that's like adding salt and pepper to your injury. So you really need to go for the high-rise underwears, the ones that are big enough to fit your pad, the ones that are comfortable, and the ones that don't have any extra fabric on the back side that will pull or scrape on your incision. So another must-have item for C-section recovery is a sanitary pad, or you can go for these disposable pants or disposable pads. It's very easy to think that because you had a C-section, you will not need a sanitary pad or you're not going to be bleeding. No sis, you still need pad because you are still going to be bleeding. So make sure you get yourself a very good amount of maxi pads, the maternity pads, the very big ones. Yes, go to the shop and buy the biggest size that you can ever find, or you can go for these disposable pads or pants. I loved using these ones the first few days when the bleeding was still very heavy, and then after like 2 days or 3 days, I guess, I started using the sanitary pad. So make sure you get yourself either this one or the postpartum sanitary pads, because they are going to be your best friend during this period. Next item on my list is one that you probably have at home, and that is a pillow. So it could be your sleeping pillow, it could be your throw pillow, or your decorative pillow. You really need a pillow because after your C-section, it's going to hurt to laugh, it's going to hurt to sneeze, and even to cough. Yeah, it's almost as if it's a crime to laugh during this period. I always had this pillow around me. Whenever I needed to cough or sneeze, I would hold it against my incision like this. They will even tell you this at the hospital before they discharge you. It's called splinting. So you hold it against your tummy like this and you cough or sneeze. That's if you remember that you're about to cough or sneeze. Or even if the pillow is not with me at that point in time, I will always make sure that I use my two hands like this to hold against my incision sites before coughing or laughing or sneezing. Still on pillows, another thing that I think would be very useful to you if you've just had a C-section is a breastfeeding pillow. This is very important, especially if you plan to breastfeed. This pillow just helps to take the pressure off your midsection and off your belly. So instead of leaning over or bending over like this to feed your baby, you just put the pillow around your waist. So that way it helps to take the pressure off your midsection and off your belly as well. Always make sure that you are not bending over your incision. Try to keep your back straight at all times, especially during those first few days when you are just recovering, because every little thing is going to hurt your incision site. So you want to try as much as possible not to put unnecessary pressure on that place, okay? So the last thing I would like to talk about today is your medications. After your C-section, you are going to be in a lot of pain. I'm not exaggerating. Well, maybe I am, but you're going to be in a lot of pain, especially when the spinal starts wearing off. You almost cannot go through the C-section recovery process without having to take some kind of pain medications, except you are Margaret Thatcher, even Margaret Thatcher said. So you need to take your pain medications accordingly. I was discharged with some pain medications. I was also taking Panadol in between. So the stronger pain medication, I was asked to take it when necessary. So that's when you start feeling like you are in a lot of pain. So in between that, I'll normally just take regular Panadol, but please make sure you check with your GP before you start taking any medication. You also need some very good stool softener. This is very important because it will help with your bowel movement, because I don't know if anybody has told you, the first time you try to use the bathroom after your C-section, I don't want to talk about it, but just know that it's gonna be hard. So you need a stool softener. A good stool softener will help with your bowel movement so that when you go to the bathroom, you are not straining. Again, make sure you check with your GP, okay? I'm not a medical doctor. You can also take prune juice. Yeah, I used to take prune juice a lot, and it really helped. So you can try that as well. The major thing to keep in mind here is to try as much as possible not to put unnecessary pressure on your C-section site, because the last thing you want is for your wound to reopen, because that would be trouble in paradise. So yeah guys, that's basically the list of some of the items that really helped me with my C-section recovery process. If you just had a C-section, or if you've gone through C-section recovery process before, please share in the comment section whatever product or whatever item that helped with your recovery process. You never can tell who might be reading or who will benefit from your comments. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.